One thing about me, I'm a starter. I will start something, I will start a million times over. I don't care what anybody thinks, I'm going to start. Hey guys, welcome back to All Shades of Chantel. So, today I'm going to be talking about a topic that I know resonates with so many people, and it is about starting again, especially after facing so many setbacks. Guys, we have all been there. I'm sure you've been there. You've had to start probably a career again. You've had to change places or where you live or move. Just something that has required you to exert yourself and just leave your comfort zone. Yes. So today I'm going to be talking about that, my own personal experiences and just how I've been able to overcome multiple times when I've had to start again. So let's do this, guys. Let's dive right into it. So the first thing we're starting again that I'm going to say is you have to learn to acknowledge your feelings. Yes, your feelings are very much valid. See, guys, it can be so painful when you have to start again. I don't want anybody to lie and act like it's easy to start again. Yes, you may not want to start again, but you have to start again. But acknowledge that you even went through the struggle of even stopping before, and now you have to start again. Or you have to do those drastic changes in your life. For myself, personally, I've had to many times tell myself, I'm going to start on Monday to lose weight. And Monday will come around when I have literally gone to the grocery store. I've restocked my fridge with all the healthy foods. Everything that I need to start that weight loss journey on Monday has been put in place, just for me to mess it all up again and go back to eating junk. But I don't stop there. I acknowledge that I messed up. I acknowledge that, I want to start again. And I do start again. See, the issue now is not about whether the starting again succeeded or not. The issue is that I started again. That's the point. I started again. I took the steps to do it and I did it. And that's for many of us. We need to be okay with acknowledging our feelings. Accept the stage that you're in at the time you're in there and just embrace progress. Embrace the change that is about to happen to you. In that moment of acknowledging your feelings and acknowledging, where you are, I also like to journal. So journaling is something that I love to do because it's kind of a self-therapy for me. Therapy is expensive, guys. You know that already. So with journaling, you get to express yourself on paper and, put down these points, put down these things, your emotions. It will guide you and show you where you are and lead you to where you're trying to get to. The second thing I like to do is embracing my journey. Let's change the perspective, guys. Let's shift it for a second. Instead of looking at our journeys every time we have a hard stop or we're trying to start again as failing, why don't we look at it as us learning something new about that experience? So, say you, for example, you've had to change a job and switch careers. What if the next career you're going into is going to teach you patience, or it's probably going to even increase your pay? Let's not get too deep. What if it's going to increase your pay? What if it's going to open more doors for you in the future? You get my point? So sometimes we look only at the negatives, at the bad side of it. What if it's not failing? What if it's teaching you how to be more empathetic, to other people's experiences? Many times I've had to start again in some parts of my life. It has always taught me something valuable that I didn't know before. It's all because every experience you go through in life teaches you something. The question now is, do you want to learn it, or do you want to keep repeating the same mistakes? If you're going to embrace your journey, then that means you have to completely start viewing your failures as stepping stones to progress, stepping stones to that goal, that dream that you have inside of you. Look at them as the ladders you have to climb to get to that place you're trying to get to. The next thing I like to do when starting again is I set new goals for myself. Many times we just go into things and say, oh, I want to get this, I want to get that, but we don't have realistic goals. That's something that I struggle with for a long time. I would say, oh, I want to save this amount of money, or I'm trying to lose 5 pounds, and I will tell myself, oh, I'm going to lose 5 pounds in 1 month, when I know through experience that many times that will be very impossible. So the next thing you have to do is set realistic goals for yourself. Write them down. Let it be very specific to what you're trying to achieve. Don't go writing things that you cannot get to at the timeline that you've put yourself. Because what happens is when you put that as timeline for yourself and when you don't achieve it, now you even feel more downcast, and it takes you even longer time to start again because you're going to spend a good minute beating yourself down, which is what we're not trying to do, right? So set realistic goals for yourself and then take the first step and celebrate each win as you go. Every small win that you get along the way, celebrate yourself, hype yourself, you ever seen those videos where we have the trainer telling the trainee you can do it, do that for yourself, because end of the day nobody's going to do it for you. You're your own hype person. Tell yourself that you can do it, you have all it takes to do it. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small they are. This next step I like to do is very crucial, guys. Build a support system. I like to say build a support and an accountability system for yourself. I can't stress this enough, guys. You can't do it alone. Some of the things you're trying to do or the goals you're trying to achieve, you're not achieving them because nobody knows about it. And when I say nobody knows about it, I don't mean just going everywhere and having a mic and saying, oh, these are my goals and my dreams. No, I'm saying build yourself a support system, whether family, friends, a mentor, someone that you know that can hold your hand, can encourage you, can remind you. Sometimes you may get caught up with life and even forget the goals you kept. Let's be real. How many of us are still even doing all the resolutions we wrote down in January? So many people have forgotten all the things they wrote down, because life comes at you in a different way. And sometimes you forget all those things you said. Oh, I'm going to lose 100 pounds in 2025. Oh, I'm going to buy a house in 2025. Okay. Life is looking at you like, okay. But when you have someone that knows most of these things you've written down, now they can remind you, oh, how's your goals going? Oh, okay, so you're trying to lose weight. Okay, how's it going? Have you been eating right? Have you been exercising? Oh, you've been saving for the house? You've been paying? Okay, that's good. So you have someone you're accountable to. Not yourself now. You have somebody else you're accountable to. So guys, get you a good support system. Get you someone that can hold your hands, that you can do this journey with. It will be way easier doing this journey with someone than doing it on your own. The last thing I do, guys, when I'm trying to start again is I practice self-compassion on myself. Oh God, I know so many times we are so good at giving advice to people, and we are even more careful with the words that we say to people. But tell me, guys, how many of us curse ourselves out on a daily? How many of us even look down on our own selves? The words we would dare not tell people, we tell ourselves. Whenever you're starting again, this is not the time to beat yourself up and tell yourself how dumb or slow you are. You already made whatever mistake, or you already had the change that you have to do. It happened. It has happened. This is the time for you to be kind to yourself. Practice that compassion on yourself. Tell yourself how good of a job that you're actually doing. Who can tell you all the great things that you want to hear? But if the person inside of you is not accepting of that, is not receiving it, it's only a waste of time. It's just going to be gibberish, basically. Be kind to yourself. I can't tell you this enough. Be kind to yourself. Show compassion to yourself. Forgive yourself even if that's what's going to hold you back from starting again. But you have to start again. Always remind yourself that it's okay to make mistakes and that you are worthy of a fresh start. Yes, you won't be the first, you won't be the second, and you will definitely not be the last to make a mistake. So guys, deal with it and let's move on. But be kind to yourself in the process. I want you to remember that life happens to everybody. People can start for various reasons. Yes. Sometimes you may have to start again in life, not because of you didn't do things right, not because you didn't do all the points, all the keys that you were advised. No, life just happens. I remember in 2024 when I had to start again with my savings and building, I had lost my grandmom, and that rocked my world. That changed, my perspective on life on a different level. And I didn't wake up planning that she was going to die. Nobody plans that, but it happened. And that's the way life can happen to anybody. It can happen to you when you least expect it. So when you're trying to start again and rebuild from that experience, just know that, it's not your fault. You didn't tell life to happen that way, but it did. Be kind to yourself in the process of that happening and just grow and blossom so that you don't spend more time regretting and wasting time on the past. Always take action. Remember, taking action is key to even having a new start. It's key to even having a new start. So guys, I hope today's video has been helpful. If it has, please like this video, please share, please subscribe guys, please subscribe to this channel. And thank you guys so much for sticking with me throughout this video. I'll see you some other time. God bless you and bye.